Hello everyone, how are you today? This video we're going to cover doing some pretty high-tiered missions, but I've chosen them because they all share a similar requirement. In this case, it's infilling solo, and one of them actually is solo without any weapons. The good thing about this is I can go in with just a single one plate and hopes and dreams. And if it doesn't work, I'm really not out too much. So the missions that I've chosen are for White Lotus Exfil Party, which requires you to not only go in solo, but to also extract with 6 total operators. Crown is the Predator mission, which is also solo, but you also have to kill 3 operators and then extract with 100k in cash. And finally, in Phalanx, we've got Final Countdown, which is infill solo, and then exfil with 3 operator weapons. So we've got a pretty tall order today, but we're going to see how well we can do and get this done. So if you're like me, and I know I am, I like to try to get things done as efficiently as possible. And combining missions together is one of the great ways to do that, if it works. So to do this, we've chosen to go to Ashika Island. There's no better place to kill operators than Ashika. The first time, we spawn here and it doesn't go very well. So, back to the lobby. We're going to load it up again. And this is where we meet our nice little friend here. So I got on the mic and was talking the whole time, letting him know I wasn't a threat, which is why he kind of hesitated here. I did send the invite, or the request to join, and he accepted, which was great. So we're on our way to our 6 operator total, but this one didn't work out well either, so it is Ashika after all. So back to the lobby, and we are going to try this a third time. But as they say, third time is a charm. So I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if it's the programming, the game, luck, whatever. But Ashika has not been kind to me as far as antique vases, cigar boxes. Yeah, I never find these things. I found 100 old film canisters. Ashika liquor, is that even in the game? But you'll see here that I found an antique vase. So I'm kind of excited about that. It's a good sign. It's a good start, right? First thing I need to do is find some teammates. And spawning where I did, the farms is always a hot zone. So this is where I'm going to go and take a look and see if I can find some friends. So when looking for teammates to join, usually go to a hot zone. And in this case, I do hear some shooting going on. So I know there are players up there. And I send the request to join. If you do this, if you're looking for a group and you send a request to join and you don't get a response relatively quick, my advice to you would be to go, because they saw the invite and they're not interested. Even if they're thinking it over, there's a good chance you're about to get shot anyway. And as I said before, I've got a vase on me. So at this point, I'm not not ashamed to admit it. I'm going to chicken out. We're going to get out of here. So I'm going to this tab and I'm looking for the first exfil I can find. So we're off and on our way, looking for the closest exfil I can find, and kind of keeping track of what's going on. Now, at this point, I don't hear any shooting besides the bots that aren't happy about me being here. So my goal, just get to the exfil, get out. We'll try this again. We called the chopper in, but I don't know. I've got this free UAV. Yes, pay to win. Thank you. Send a request out just to see if there's anybody around, and then I'm going to fire this UAV off, see what's looking. And of course, there's a team right around me. Now, at this point, I don't really want to fight, but I do have the missions I have in mind. So you'll see it on the side of the screen there. I just start kind of talking. I'm letting these guys know what I'm doing, what's going on. Hey, little solo player, just trying to do some missions. Um, Send a request in case you guys want to join up. They, well, they did, but they didn't, as you'll see here in just a second. But the point is, I'm using the comms. I'm talking. I'm letting people know. Too often, people are very silent, and whether that's a Discord thing where they're just not able to talk in Prox chat, but you can use it for more than just taunting and shit talking each other. In this case, they did pick me up. So here are my new friends, 3 guys. So now we're on 4, 2 more friends, and I've got one of the steps of the mission done. So we're just going to do some general looting here. Guy was nice enough to share. He did have a revive pistol. I didn't technically need it, but I'm not gonna say no. Find some guns, but yes, I will contribute.
Here's a here. Your pink. You need that? Good.
I want to point out a little side note here. When I open up this bag, you'll see that there is a Combat Engineer's Toolkit. That bag, that toolkit bag, is up on the SAM site by the castle, and that is a guaranteed spawn for an old film canister. So in case you're in need of those, that is a key that you would want to get. So we come through here, picked up a nice, much better weapon than what I had. And one of my teammates here notifies me that down in one of the lockers there's a 2-plate vest. So these guys are helping me gear up. Now it's kind of nice to actually meet friendly people. This game can be a little chaotic and also a little toxic, but you know what? Those people are out there, and this video is going to highlight that aspect too. As we're traveling along here on the island, we do get a notification from someone who didn't want to fight, was looking for some friends. Now, because I joined this team, I asked them and said, "Hey, do you guys want this guy to join? Do you care?" And they're like, "Oh no, it's not a problem." That's just being polite. A little bit of courtesy goes a long way. So now there's 5 of us. One more, I've got part of my mission done, and we'll be in good shape. We eventually make our way up to the castle, and we see this X-Bill chopper going. And one thing I do want to point out is, as a 5-man squad, they had no interest in rushing that position. So we didn't band together and immediately, oh, let's clear the lobby, let's kill everybody, which I think was kind of nice. But once we saw that there's something going on down there and there's a plea, we started to head that way. The one thing that I really liked about this team was, even though we were kind of put together, we still have really good movement. A lot of times you'll see these groups, band together, squad up, and then they just all start separating and going their different ways, and they split up, and that's how you get taken out as a larger group. But you'll notice here that we're waiting, making sure. You look at that mini map, you can see that we're coming into this situation together, which is going to give us a real good advantage as we get up top here. So we split up, 2 go left, 2 go right, Superman. And we're going to hit this team from both sides, which that's some coordination. It's nice. It's refreshing. You're about to see me make some mistakes. Here's one. I do engage this guy, never saw that person, but luckily my teammate bailed me out. Now I'm coming forward here because, again, I need 3 operator kills. And if you look up at the top screen, you'll see there's 2 guys standing there. Luckily, only one was shooting at me, and my teammates from the other side were able to take both of them down. But that was a mistake. It could have cost me. And I'm about to make another huge mistake that I didn't even realize I was making. But we're going to plate up, get a better vest, pick up one of those weapons I need. I don't know if you noticed, but I dropped the KB broadside instead of the cast off I had. That was dumb. I did pick up an FTAC Siege, which is okay, but yeah, that broadside would have been very helpful, because here he gets the revive off and I'm able to down that operator again. But now, low ammo, and he ends up getting me. Luckily, we'd outnumbered him at that point, so we had the advantage. Teammates were able to clean up. So the teammates cleaned up and got me back up, and now I'm making sure that I can collect those 3 weapons. I know I already have one with that FTAC Siege. That rifle makes the second. Do some looting. Why did this guy have 4 self-revives? What was his plan? I mean, dying, I guess, but it didn't work out. So I managed to get the third one. So here's my three weapons.
Sorry about your bad luck, fella.
I'm in a five-man team currently, and my cash is somewhat low. So we're looking at the possibility of going to final exfil now, and I did talk to the team about it and say, hey guys, let's do final. Not sure if we cleared this map or not, but they weren't interested. They were a little concerned about the gas, the stuff they had, and I understand that. And I'm not going to push it. I joined this team. They've taken care of me, helped me out. So I'm not going to be like, crybaby or whiny. It's just, hey, do you want to do final exfil? They were like, no, we're right here. The gas is moving. It's like, hey guys, it's cool. You know what? We'll just get out. It's not a problem.
I know the gas is moving, but
So I'm noticing that I'm still a little bit shy on cash. So I just asked, hey, does anybody have 20K that they don't
I
want
had
or
over
need? And
so
once
many
again, these
thousand.
guys came
I
through
ain't
for
got
me.
it no more.
There's an old saying that it doesn't hurt to ask, and as you can see, it doesn't. So Uber's here and it's time to get out. So I'm looking at 2 out of the 3 missions. That's not bad. Not bad at all. I could have done that final exfil because I did have the 3 weapons, but this team didn't want to do it. I'm not going to push it. They've already been generous enough. Things worked out really well, and I'm going to call this a win. So hopefully, guys, this will help give you some insight on how to do these missions, as well as how to talk to people when you open comms. Sometimes ends up working out in your favor. Not a bad situation. And I came out of this with a monster load of XP as well. But overall, a good raid. No complaints. So take care, guys, and have fun out there.
Good game, fellas. Again, thank you for picking me up.
Dude,